Dear students, welcome you all. In this video, I am explaining about 5 marks and 10 marks questions in the chapter number 4.1, that is the Greek civilization or Greek Empire and their contributions. Subscribe our channel and click the bell button for get more notifications. Part 1, 5 marks questions. Answer in 15 to 20 sentences. Question number 1. Write a short note on city-states of ancient Greece. Write a short note on city-states of ancient Greece. Introduction. The city-state was the outstanding political achievement of the Greeks. Topographical features of the country and the tribal characteristics of the people were important factors in the development of city-states. The polis or city-state originated as a fortified site but later was interpreted as a sovereign state. It included the fort, the city, and the surrounding countryside. Around 800 BCE, a group of Greek villages began joining into larger units to form city-states. At the highest point in a city-state, an acropolis or citadel was built for defense. Acropolis or citadel was built for defense, and the city spread around the acropolis. In this way, the city-states was developed along with Acropolis. Sparta, Athens, Macedonia, Corinth, and Thebes were important city-states. Sparta, Athens, Macedonia, Corinth, and Thebes were important city-states. Though the Greek city-states were independent, jealous, and quarrelsome, but the common language and literature united them. Second one, explain briefly how democracy developed in Athens. Explain briefly how democracy developed in Athens. Introduction. Athens registered a remarkable progress in politics, laws, literature, art, science, and philosophy. Therefore, democracy developed in Athens. Athenians were fond of political experiments. With the contributions of Draco, Solon, and Cleisthenes, along with Pericles, democracy came into existence at Athens. Draco gave the Athenians a written code of laws based on democratic principles. It provided safety to the people from the tyranny of dishonest and corrupt judges. Then Solon introduced constitutional reforms of democratic way. His reforms liberated the enslaved farmers, and the people get the power of electing their magistrates and judging their work. Cleisthenes. He granted the citizenship rights to male adults. Thus, poor people also got the right to vote. He reorganized the state on democratic trend. In this way, Draco, Solon, Cleisthenes contributed to growth of democracy. But the Athenian democracy reached its greatest height under the leadership of Pericles. He completed the work of laying the foundation for democracy in Athens. Being a great lover of democracy, he introduced series of democratic reforms in Athens. In this way, democracy developed in Athens. Question number 3. Why is the Periclean age called as the Golden Age? Periclean age called as the Golden Age. Introduction. Pericles was a great radical in politics. Therefore, he introduced series of reforms in Athens. He was the great grandson of Cleisthenes. So he introduced many reforms in Athens. Therefore, his age is called as Golden Age. Athenian democracy reached its greatest height under the leadership of Pericles. He completed the work of laying the foundation for democracy in Athens. Being a great lover of democracy, he introduced a series of democratic reforms in Athens. So introduced series of democratic reforms in Athens. Pericles deprived the Areopagus or legislative body of its political powers and transferred the same to the Council of 500. Areopagus means legislative body. So he reduced the political powers of the legislative members. A board of 10 generals elected by the assembly acted as a kind of cabinet. Pericles was the president of this board for about 15 years. Another important feature of the Periclean age was jury system. Every year, about 5,000 jurors were elected for a term of 1 year. Being a great lover of democracy, he wanted even the poorest citizens to take interest in political affairs. So the juries were elected for a term of 1 year. So the people are eligible to elect the jurors. Athens, which was destroyed during Persian War, was rebuilt by Pericles. Athens became a center of progress in art and architecture during Periclean rule. The famous Parthenon temple was built of colored marble stones. It was the most beautiful temple constructed by Pericles. Pericles also patronized music. The age of Pericles produced great philosophers like Socrates and his pupil Plato. Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides were great dramatists of Periclean age. Herodotus and Thucydides were the famous historians of this period. Here, of this period means the period of Pericles. Poets like Sappho and Pindar lived during this period. Poets like Sappho and Pindar lived during this period. Hippocrates, who is regarded as father of medicine, practiced in this age. Therefore, Periclean age of Athens is regarded as the golden age. Periclean age of Athens is regarded as the golden age. So these are the explanations relating to important reforms of Pericles. Next one. Question number 4. What are the contributions of the Greeks to literature? What are the contributions of the Greeks to literature? Introduction. In the field of literature, Greeks contributed to epics, poetry, drama, and history. Let us see one by one. First one. Epics. Homer was a great poet who wrote 2 epics, Iliad and Odyssey. Iliad and Odyssey composed by Homer. These epics give us a faithful account of the social, economic, and political conditions of early Greeks. These epics narrate the story of an early Greek invasion and destruction of Troy, and also adventures of Odysseus or Ulysses. Then second one, poetry. The shorter Greek poems were called lyrics because they were sung to the music of lyre. Because they were sung to the music of lyre, therefore the shorter Greek poems were called lyrics. Pindar and Sappho were greatest of the lyric poets. The latter was a great poetess. Third one, drama. The drama is the most familiar of the Greek forms of literature. The founder of Greek tragedy was Aeschylus, wrote Prometheus Bound and Agamemnon. Sophocles wrote Oedipus Rex, Antigone and Electra. Euripides wrote Trojan Women. In this way, the greatest dramatists like Aeschylus, Sophocles, Euripides belongs to Greek civilization. History. Greek produced world's first great historian, Herodotus. He wrote Persian Wars. So Herodotus was called as father of history. He wrote Persian Wars. Thucydides was another historian who wrote Peloponnesian Wars. Thucydides wrote Peloponnesian Wars. Plutarch, the later historian, wrote Lives of Illustrious Men. Lives of Illustrious Men. Then, oratory is the art of making public speeches. So, Demosthenes was the famous orator. Then, question number 5. Briefly explain the contribution of the Greeks to science. Contribution of Greeks to science. Introduction. The Greek philosophers furnished the impetus for the beginning of the study of science. Aristotle laid the foundation for the study of natural science. Theophrastus established botany as a recognized science. Hippocrates laid the foundations of modern medicine and taught that diseases have a natural origin and not caused by evil spirits. He is known as the father of medicine. Hippocrates is known as the father of medicine. Herophilus is called as the father of anatomy. Ptolemy believed that the earth was the center of the universe. But Aristarchus propounded the theory that earth and other planets revolve around the sun. So Ptolemy believed that the earth was the center of the universe, but Aristarchus opposed this. Then Eratosthenes calculated the approximate circumference of earth. Eratosthenes calculated the approximate circumference of earth. Pythagoras and Euclid made many contributions to mathematics, especially the geometry. Pythagoras and Euclid contributed to the field of geometry. Archimedes was also a famous scientist of ancient Greece. Question number 6. What are the contributions of the Greeks to art and architecture? Introduction. In the early times, the Greeks used wood and later They used sun-dried bricks and marbles to build the temples. So the earlier days they used wood, later they used sun-dried bricks and marbles to build the temples. The Greek architecture consists of three styles. They are the Doric style, second one Ionic style, then the third one Corinthian style. Parthenon temple is the beautiful temple built with colored marble stones. Parthenon is the beautiful temple built with colored marble stones. In this temple, marble statue of goddess Athena carved by Phidias. Actinos, the architect of this temple, blended Doric, Ionian and Corinthian styles. It was built by King Pericles. The Parthenon temple was built by King Pericles. Alexander's conquest initiated cultural exchange between Greece and Central Asia. The Gandhara art in India developed due to the Greek influence. The Greeks expressed the human values like beauty and courage in the sculpture. Myron and Phidias were the best known sculptors. Myron is famous for the statue of discus thrower. In this way, the Greeks expressed the human values like beauty and courage in the sculpture. Part 2. Answer in 30 to 40 sentences. So for 10 marks, answer in 30 to 40 sentences. Discuss the contributions of Greeks. Discuss the contributions of Greece. Introduction. The Greeks laid the foundation to all other civilizations of Europe. As Arnold Toynbee says, European civilization developed in the body of Greek society like a child in the womb of mother. According to Arnold Toynbee, European civilization developed in the body of Greek society like a child in the womb of the mother. The contributions of Greeks to world culture is immense. They made great contribution to literature, sports, philosophy, politics, ethics, science, music, drama, religion, art and architecture. Let us see one by one. The political contributions. City-states. The city-state was the outstanding political achievement of the Greeks. Sparta, Athens, Macedonia, Corinth, and Thebes were important city-states. Democracy. Athens registered a remarkable progress in politics, laws, literature, art, science, and philosophy. Therefore, democracy developed in Athens. So, democracy developed in Athens. Cultural contributions. Epics. Homer was a great poet who wrote two epics, Iliad and Odyssey. So, Homer was a great poet who wrote two epics, Iliad and Odyssey. Poetry. Pindar and Sappho were greatest of the lyric poets. Drama. Aeschylus wrote Prometheus Bound and Agamemnon. Sophocles, the greatest of the Greek tragedians, wrote Oedipus Rex, Antigone, and Electra. So he was the greatest tragedian of Greek civilization. Euripides wrote Trojan Women. Another famous dramatist, Euripides, wrote Trojan women. History. Herodotus wrote Persian Wars. Herodotus was regarded as father of history, wrote Persian Wars. Thucydides wrote Peloponnesian Wars. Another famous historian, Thucydides, wrote Peloponnesian Wars. Plutarch wrote Lives of Illustrious Men. Plutarch wrote Lives of Illustrious Men. Oratory is the art of making public speeches. Demosthenes was a famous orator. Science. Aristotle laid the foundation for the study of natural science. Hippocrates laid the foundations of modern medicine and known as the father of medicine. Hippocrates was known as father of medicine. Herophilus is called as the father of anatomy. Herophilus is called as the father of anatomy. Pythagoras and Euclid made contributions to geometry. Archimedes was also a famous scientist of Greece. A famous scientist of Greece. The Greek architecture consists of three styles. In the field of architecture, Doric style, Ionic style, and Corinthian styles are developed by Greeks. The Parthenon is the beautiful temple built with colored marble stones. The Parthenon temple is built with colored marble stones. This temple blended with Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian styles. It was built by King Pericles. The Parthenon temple was built by King Pericles. So these are the explanations relating to contributions to the field of architecture. The most famous philosophers of Greece were Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. Socrates is one of the best known philosophers and considered as the wisest of the wise. Plato, the notable disciple of Socrates, founded an academy in Athens. He wrote Dialogues, Republic, and the Laws. These are the three important books written by Plato: Dialogues, Republic, and the Laws. Aristotle was the greatest of Greek philosophers. He wrote The Politics and History of Animals. These are the two important books, The Politics and History of Animals. Next, the Olympics. The first Olympic Games were held in 776 BCE at Olympia. The first Olympic Games were held in 776 BCE at Olympia. Later, it was held once in every 4 years. The people came from all over Greece and enjoyed poetry, reading, and athletics in the open air theatre. These are the important contributions to the field of sports. Conclusion. Greek ideology completely dominated European culture. The Western culture today is predominantly Hellenic in its inspiration and ideal. So the Western culture today is predominantly Hellenic in its inspiration and ideal. So the legacy of Greece is vital and universal. The legacy of Greece is vital and universal. So, dear students, here I stop my explanations on 5 marks and 10 marks questions with answers of Greek civilization. Please subscribe and support our efforts. Thank you all.